This is a development block. Close test 14.7. Aircraft balance changes. More carrier changes? The last table was really good, except for the secondary thing. Captains, we continue our standardization of carrier-related systems and update 14.7 when we introduce a few more balance refinements to aerial mechanics. Maximum base detectability range by air for all ships set to 10 kilometers. Sorry about that. Wait, this value replaces any previous aerial detectability ranges higher than 10 kilometers and can be reduced further via commander skills and upgrades. Wait, this is like fucking huge. Wait, this is like a huge change. Hold on. For tier 10 cruisers and BBs in particular, this is like a gigantic change. Detectability by air, like a lot of these ships here, we're currently like, okay, Colombo gets very unneeded giga buff, but all of these things are going to drop to 10. So BBs are the greatest beneficiaries here, but I'd say other cruisers like Castilla for some reason having a worse air detection than fucking Oregon and Stalingrad and all of this is completely baffling to me. I don't know what the fuck wargaming were smoking when they gave it this air detect. So it's a really good buff for the Castilla, but basically past this there's not going to be any benefits. But this is kind of a crazy battleship buff, isn't it? Because you got to remember, can further be reused. So we're gonna talk 0.9 times 10. Oh wait, what the fuck just happened? Actually, no, we should do 8.1. 8.1 conceal on every battleship from air detection. That's pretty fucking huge. That's pretty fucking huge. That's gonna greatly reduce the impact of certain ships that use the smoke for their or the planes for their own spotting, like shit like Napoli and such. It's really gonna reduce how useful that is. And spotting over the islands with planes is gonna be much harder, which is fine. I mean, it's a trade-off I'm willing to make because this means carrier planes are, well, significantly less oppressive for battleships and such. But the question here kind of is, why battleships in particular? Like, that's the biggest beneficiaries. Oh well, I mean, it's a good change still. I still think it's a good change. It's pretty huge though for BBs and a handful of cruisers, big cruisers. Standard spotting range at which all planes can render enemies increased. 15 to 20 kilometers. Wait, what? All aircraft will now have standard spotting range, the rendering distance for ships and planes of 20 kilometers. This allows carrier players to better assess battlefield conditions, coordinate with spotting provided by allies, and make more informed decisions about strike targets. Okay, so does this mean when you're flying in your plane, you see them 20 km away if they're spotted, rather than seeing them 15 kilometers away? I assume that's what it means here. So instead of seeing them at 15, you see them as 20. I don't really know if they needed this, because I feel like seeing a ship 15 kilometers away if it's spotted is plenty of time to line up an attack. But yeah, it's kind of questionably worded, but that's basically what they mean. Yeah, when spotted by others. This doesn't mean that the planes themselves, because... Okay. These updates aim to make aerial spotting more intuitive and consistent across all ship types and supplement the improvements announced earlier. But consistent across all ship types. This doesn't benefit destroyers at all, though. Like, this change doesn't really do much. It's good because it's less plane spotting, but the ships that kind of needed this the most is like DDs and shit, and small cruisers that try to use terrain and try to like avoid plane spotting. Wow, that ship toss is loading really well, it looks like. These are the ones that needed it the most. And like, so far this patch has been really fucking brutal against destroyers. Because like all these none of these changes seem to particularly benefit DDs at all. In fact, most like the secondary change fucks DDs really hard, and this doesn't benefit DDs at all. Gun bloom from the air too? Sure. I guess this will help with the gun bloom if it's max. No, but it's base detectability. Base detectability. So gun bloom will still mean that you're spotted. This will nerf BBs to subs to some extent, since they have to be in air detect range, unless they rework that. But don't subs have at periscope left? They see your air detect range, so this helps battleships against subs a fair bit as well. So that means the biggest beneficiary of these patches so far is absolutely battleships, which is kind of crazy because I can't really look at the current meta and the current game and go like, yeah, you know what class really needs help? BBs. BBs as of late have been kind of insane. Oh, planes don't spot when firing guns. Oh yeah, that was also, wasn't that also in the development bug? Was that in this thing? Or was it in the earlier one? But I don't think that is being applied yet, though. I don't think that has been applied yet. Oh no, it is being applied in this. Area detectability penalty for firing removed. Okay, so then it's gonna be, this is gonna help gunboats and cruisers a fair bit, but obviously this thing is greatly gonna benefit BBs in particular, because there's BBs with fucking 15-kilometer air conceal. They're getting like down to 10 kilometers. That's a huge buff. That's a gigantic buff. I mean, I like it. I like it. But I'm a bit worried that BBs seem to be getting CVs and BBs are getting a fair bit of goodies. In particular BBs now. But what about destroyers? Are we still under some impression that the average DD player is like anything except the victim in the game? I don't know about this one. Like, the most popular ships in the game are still the torpedo boats that are the most useless. No, what is in the word? Oh, ship builds is not work. Oh, there we go. Like, the 3 most popular destroyers in the game all have negative win rates. Most popular ones is Shimahal and Gearing, and all of them have negative win rates. Shit like Daring that kills enemy DDs is the one in the lead. Is there any super dominant except like Smallland? No, Smallland, Golden, okay, well, it's very small samples. Illusion, La Pampa, Hull. A lot of the new cars and a lot of the ones that kill enemy destroyers. With the exception, I guess, La Pampa. But like, the most popular ones are basically some of the worst destroyers in the game. Except Sherman, it's crazy. But oops. Oh, whoa. Okay. Button. Still, anything that nerfs air detection is good. Anything that nerfs the air detection is good. Yeah, Ushikov, super ships are gonna get giga buffs, right? Ushikov is gonna get giga buffs. From 17-kilometer air detect to like 10-kilometer base. And then you build conceal and it's even better. But that's a lot of good devlogs as of late. There was also this Grand Voyage. We covered it, but I never got around posting it to YouTube because it was so short. But I can just combine it with this devlog and post this one. But this one is also really good. The 10th anniversary reward, basically by doing daily missions, by logging in and doing daily missions between the 6th of August and November 30th, you can earn a shit ton of Voyage tokens, a total of 32,000 Voyage tokens. You can also earn them from daily rewards. And you can spend these 32,000 Voyage tokens to trade for steel and doubloons at a 1-to-1 rate, which is huge, because that means if you play a lot, you can literally earn 32,000 steel just by playing the game, or 32,000 dubs just by playing the game. You can also get the Johnny? I don't know how you got this. What was the way? Daily tasks. And then you can trade what, the tokens for it? 148 days to do it. You can miss days and still earn the reward. So you can earn this just by playing. And if you own the ship and complete it, you get 10,000 steel. So this is also a really good deblog. I would say last 3 deblogs, this one wasn't too bad either. The last 3 deblogs have been very, very good. I still don't understand the secondary change, but and also I'm not really understand this latest one buffing Battleship Conceal, but that's 3 strong deblogs in a row. That's kind of crazy. Is it because Steel Hunters fucking exploded and Wargaming's like, ah shit, we actually have to improve this game because Steel Hunters isn't gonna be the new cash cow that we hoped it would be? Maybe that's the reason? Maybe because they finally gave up all development on Steel Hunters, because that thing like literally broke records. Steel Hunters went to early access in April, and they announced this week that they were shutting down development on Steel Hunters. So I don't know if that has anything to do with them actually doing some sensible choices. I don't know. I feel like the second they get a new cash cow, they're just gonna completely shit on World of Warships. But so far, all their new cash cows seem like the Steel Hunters thing instantly exploded, and I think the Project CV, Project Cold War, that shit looks very questionable as well. So I don't know. It's kind of sad to watch them spend all this money from World of Warships and World of Tanks to fuel the development of basically dog shit that they have to bury in 3 months. Like, come on. Like they're using a lot of the profits they get from these games not to improve the games, but to develop new things, and their new things are so fucking awful that they have to shut them down in a few months. Kinda hurts. Still, good devlogs. Still good devlogs for us. So, God bless, I guess.